Hello, 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 and welcome back to my Vampire Survivors YouTube series. This is going to be part 3, should be uploaded on January 26th. I'm recording this the day before. And first things first, I'm going to refund my power-ups because I got destroyed last video and my runs. I didn't get a single success in 3 attempts. And I am going to not take the projectile upgrade because I realized that honestly, the projectile upgrade is really good, especially early on. But considering they cost 5,000 gold, it stops me from getting pretty much any other upgrade. And so it just makes it not really as effective as some of these other ones could be. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get these, and then I think I'm gonna upgrade my power. Okay, and then oh my god, I just barely don't have enough gold for a new character. Okay, well, let me refund my power-ups and go like this. Activate that, go like that, go buy Porta. I love Porta. The extra area just is so good on some of these weapons. And you know what? Yeah, let's get 1 point in power and 1 point in projectile speed. Perfect. Okay. Here we go, and hyper mode. Let's get started. Alright, so hopefully today will only be a single run, and that single run will be a success. Let me go and turn my computer volume down, my personal computer volume. Oh, the pentagram. So the pentagram's really exciting because it's kind of bad low-key. Oops. Oh my god, look how big the knives are. It's kind of bad early on, but if you can evolve it, it becomes really interesting. Just because it basically wipes out all the enemies on the screen and then collects all the gems. At least that's what it used to do. So maybe it doesn't do that anymore, but that's what it used to do. And I thought that was really fun. But yeah, so Porta is definitely one of my favorite characters in this game. Just because she... Or actually, I don't know if it's a girl. Or guy, or whatever. But they get extra 30% increased area on attacks, which is huge. Like, I think area is really valuable. Just because it increases the number of enemies that get hit, right? It's basically a DPS increase because you just hit more enemies with your weapons, right? And especially with the lightning strike, which is, you know, the weapon that they start with. Just being able to hit, like, you know, and there we go, duplicator, gonna give me even more area, and I will take this because extra projectiles are nice, especially early game, but I think it also, from what I remember, pairs with the lightning ring. Now that I think about it, I could just refer to this screen, and this screen will probably tell me everything. Which of course would mean that the lightning ring does not evolve with the duplicator, if this screen is to be believed. I don't know if it is, but I'm just gonna assume. Curious. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever, let's just play the game. That's kind of one of the nice things, actually, the fact that they have changed some things. Like I mentioned probably in the previous video, that one of the things that makes me a little bit sad is because I played it early on, and there are a lot of things that I kind of know that, you know, if I started playing like now and had no prior experience, I wouldn't have known, right? But because that they have actually changed the game, that isn't necessarily the case. Like, there are still going to be a lot of things that are new to the game that I just am not familiar with. And so that is something to be excited about. For sure, in my new playthrough. There are a lot of bats coming, as usual. Okay, yeah, no. I'm getting wrecked. I need my lightning ring to step up the game a little bit. I do have 3 points in armor, though, in terms of my upgrades, so that should be solid. Yeah, base area up by 100%. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's massive. There's so many gems just lying around. Okay. I do need probably a bit more projectiles that are actually useful. Like, maybe if I could get the wand or something, that could be nice. That way I could hit things that are actually, like, close to me and have some level of control over what enemies I'm hitting. Like, the knife kind of does that, but again, you know, as I've mentioned, it's hard to kite with the knife just because you can't shoot behind you. You can only shoot in the direction that you're facing. So if you're running away from enemies, you know, you're not hitting the enemies that are chasing you. Whereas the wand, well, it'll just hit anything, right? But yeah, since I am going for the Rune Tracer, I want to try and get the Bracer. Try and increase the projectile speed, because the Rune Tracer is really good with projectile speed, area, and then effect duration. Because it means that they stay on the screen longer, they, you know, go faster, so they'll eventually hit more enemies. And, you know, with the area, obviously, they hit more enemies as well. Alright, and the Rune Tracer can be a really sick item. Or weapon, rather, if you can get it upgraded. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the knife, an extra projectile. I'll take that. Plus a base damage increase. Not bad, not bad. Okay, come on. Need more experience, though. I'm getting spooked. Because the plants are going to show up soon, I think, and so I'm going to need to get out of there somehow. Okay, yeah, upgrade the lightning ring, upgrade the lightning ring. Faster I can max out my weapons, the faster that I can start thinking about maybe getting some evolutions, which will be nice. By the way, sorry if my volume changes drastically throughout the video. I'm like, it's hard for me to watch the volume meter. I don't know what it's called actually, but you know, on OBS it has a thing that tells you like how loud you are, and I'm trying not to blow that out, but I'm also trying to be loud enough that I can easily be heard. So I'm kind of like sometimes getting closer to the mic, sometimes getting further away from the mic, and I know that it's messing stuff up because I'm also changing my volume as well on top of it. So yeah, if that happens, my apologies. I'm still getting used to this whole thing, you know. Alright. Pichone. I actually don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. I always said pichone, the bird. But I have a feeling that's not actually how you're supposed to say it. Alright. We got a chest over there. Let's go pick up this chest. Alright, we need some more luck. That's what I'm noticing. Because these last few chests that we've gotten have not been amazing. That one Imelda run was so sick. I can't believe that on our second run we beat it, and ever since then we got wrecked. I mean, I've only done 3 runs since then, so it's not like that crazy, but still, you know, to go from pretty much an easy success, I want to say, it wasn't particularly close in the Imelda run, to barely even being able to make it past 10 minutes. It's rough out here. But I think it's cause we had the evolved wand, right? Like that's what it was. It was, we had the wand, we were able to evolve it, and so that was able to carry us through a lot of these difficult stages. I would like for the lightning ring to be able to provide that to us, but Don't know if we're going to be able to evolve it or if we're even going to be able to max it out. The knives are decent right now, though. I will say I'm feeling okay about the knives. And in theory, if we could evolve the knives, maybe they could serve a similar purpose. You know, because the knives are similar to the wand in the evolution where there's no longer like a cooldown on them getting shot out. And so, you know, you can kind of just like keep mowing enemies down. Ow. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, this is really bad. This is... Yeah, we just took a lot of damage there for no reason. Thanks a lot, bats. Okay, we are running. Oh, stop time! Yes, okay, good. Now we can kill some mobs, make some space, get some XP, and maybe, no chicken, no floor chicken, that's okay. I mean, it's not really okay, because we're low on health and we're dying. And we're really dying. What happened to my armor upgrades, by the way? I know I upgraded my armor, so I'm a little bit curious why I'm taking so much damage. And there's no floor chicken either, I realize. I'm just a little bit curious on, where those might be, because I'm getting a little bit low on health. Okay, the lightning is doing work, though. Yes, nice. We freeze time again. Okay, and look at all these mobs that are gone. Come on, we need a level. Garlic? It might be a little bit late for garlic, though. Okay, let's get Spellbinder. We're gonna try to, Oh, there's a floor chicken in the top left. I saw it. I saw the floor chicken. We only get one upgrade again from the chest, man. The chests are screwing us over. It's okay, we can get the floor chicken. Yeah, that was a lot of health, actually. Okay. You know what? Maybe Porta actually has less max health than the other characters. That could be a thing, now that I'm thinking about it. It also might not be a thing. I'm just saying it could be. Okay. So once we get to the werewolves, we're gonna need at least one evolved weapon. Ideally, if we could somehow get two, that would be sweet, but I don't think that'll happen. What's nice is that the lightning strikes are gonna be pretty good at taking out the skeletons, like right before the werewolves show up. And there's another floor chicken, alright. Oh, but I think... So these big bats are going to show up, and then I think the small bat waves might show up, which will be... That'll be scary. Yep, there's a small... Oh my god, and I'm taking lots of damage from the big bats. Okay, yeah. Let's run. And the knives are doing no work. This is why the knives just aren't that hot. They're really hard to control. Oh, but that was a really nice lightning strike there. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, and now I'm almost dead, so... Okay, then. We can barely get any experience, too. Like, oh my god, there's no floor chicken there. Okay, floor chicken? No floor chicken. Dude, where's the floor chicken at, man? Okay, lightning ring is now maxed out. I need to escape this ring of plants. How do I... Okay, can I escape this ring of plants, though? Oh, here. Yes, okay, we found the opening. Let's run to this chest. And maybe, just maybe? Okay, not a lightning ring evolution. We got a rune tracer upgrade, though. So that's something. I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm gonna run and try and find some floor chicken, because I don't have much time. I need to get health. If I don't get health, I will die. Where's my chicken, huh? Will the that affect your likelihood of getting food, or...? I'm trying to aim, and my knives aren't doing much damage either, by the way. Just thought I'd point that out if anybody was unable to tell, my knives are doing practically 0 damage to this boss, apparently. Okay, let's just take armor. Oh my gosh, man. It's like, this is just... Like, the lightning is doing a lot of work, like I was saying, but why is this mantis not dying? Okay. There we go, the mantis is dead. Upgrade the rune tracer. Oh my god, finally. Okay, we got a 3. I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it ride. Give us an evolution and a bunch of weapon upgrades, please. Okay, we got the upgrade for the lightning ring. That's good. Projectile strike twice, yes. Okay, sweet. That's good. It's very good. It's not the best evolution in the world, but it's definitely something. We'll upgrade the spinach. We're gonna need damage if we want to clear out those werewolves. Okay, and there's a lot of experience being gathered up by these skeletons getting wrecked. I like it, I like it. Okay, we could pick up the magic wand, because it evolves with the spell slinger. Or, not the spell slinger, the tome. Why did I say spell slinger? I don't know what I was thinking with that. Or we could upgrade their armor again. I think I'm going to take the wand. We need to start getting some more weapons out there. King Bible. King Bible upgrades with Spellbinder. I'll take the King Bible. Okay, we're getting places. We're getting places. Whoa, why are there so many red gems on the ground? That's curious. Fire Wand upgrades with spinach. You know what? I actually think all of our weapons evolve with all of our accessories if we take the Fire Wand. I could be wrong about that. It all depends on if the Rune Tracer upgrades with armor, which I thought that it did. But I could be mistaken. But if that is the case, then this is huge. We're gonna take the cooldown reduction. Okay, this could be it. We could get our second successful run. Oh, I should have upgraded the Fire Wand. That was silly of me. Okay, I'm not going to take the floor chicken yet. I'm actually going to sit here. I'm going to try and kill some mobs. I think our build is strong enough that we can actually do that. We can actually just sit around and potentially kill mobs. Okay. Come on. Give us another weapon evolution. Nice, the knives. So, again, the knives are not amazing, but the evolution is pretty solid. Because it also means that you can just, like, run through enemies, right? Like, a lot of the time, if you're getting surrounded, it can be difficult to break out, but with the knives, you can directly shoot forward where you're trying to run to. So a lot of time that can kill the enemies, or at least knock the enemies away that are in the direction that you're going. So I don't hate the knives at all. And look at this. Oh, okay, and now it's starting to swarm. Now it's starting to swarm, but the knives, look at the okay, I can't see anything that's on my screen. I'm not gonna lie. So you know what, let's just run. I think it's time to run away. Unless it's not time to run away. We just have to be careful. We have to not walk into any enemies, and we might be fine. Because there's a lot of XP being dropped right now, and the lightning ring strikes twice. So we kind of want to stay in a similar area. That way, you know, we get actual advantage from the lightning ring striking twice. I forget what it's called, the evolved version's called. But you know what I'm talking about. Okay, nice, and we got a bunch of level ups here. We can start leveling up our weapons. You usually want to upgrade the weapons first to try and get the early evolutions, and then you upgrade the accessories, as I call them. I don't know if they have a specific name in the actual game. I'm sure they do. But yeah, the sooner that you can max out your weapons, the sooner you can evolve them, which is really what you want. The accessories are really nice, don't get me wrong, but the weapon evolutions are easily what will save you the most. And they're like the biggest DPS increase. Okay. Okay, I have an option. I can choose the bracer, the spinach, or the armor, and all of these are pretty nice. The armor is obviously more defense, the spinach is more damage, but the bracer can technically be more damage. With like the rune tracer and the Bible. I think I'm gonna take the bracer. Because my rune tracer is pretty strong right now, because it's maxed out, and the Bible is really good with the bracer, because, you know, obviously the faster that the Bible moves, the more hits that it can get in, since it spins around you. Oh, and here's a stopwatch. Solid, very solid. So now I can just run around picking up all this XP that's on the ground, and I can even get this chest, which looks like it's going to contain the Rune Tracer evolution, which requires armor to evolve, so I was right about that. So look at this, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about our build right now. We can easily just get one shot still, because enemies can just come out of nowhere and kill us. But if we're careful, I think this could be a one run. I mean, look, we're killing like every single enemy almost. They can't do anything to us. And honestly, the hardest part of this stage is pretty much over once we deal with the werewolves. Alright. It's kind of hard to see where enemies are, so that's the only thing that I'm scared of, but once we kill these guys, we should be okay. There we go. Oh, I accidentally picked up the floor chicken that I was saving up. That's okay. We probably won't need it. We probably won't need it. But just in case, maybe I should go look for more floor chicken. Alright. I wonder if this video is entertaining. I've pretty much only been talking about the game, but maybe that's okay. You know, maybe people just want me to talk about the game. Play the game, observe the game, absorb the game. That can be fun too, right? Not all gameplay has to be about stuff unrelated to the game. The only reason why I think about that is because, like, back in the day, when Let's Plays were first getting popular, you know, that's all people cared about was the actual game. But there are a lot of, like, streams and YouTube channels that kind of just use the game as, like, a backing for their own kind of commentary or content, which I think is fine. But honestly, I kind of prefer having the game be the central focus, with, like, the personality just being the supporter to it. Well, I guess I shouldn't say I prefer that, but for games that I want to watch, that's obviously what I want, right? And there are games that I just want to watch people play. And so, I don't think there's anything wrong with either one, you know, having the game be the focus or just having the person be the focus. Like, obviously you want the person playing it or commentating it, you want them to be a central player in the content, but I think that whenever the game takes, like, the back foot for the content, then sometimes that can change the feel of the content, right? Like the video or the stream or whatever. Just because, you know, no longer are you really paying attention to the game. So yeah, I am curious, you know, if anybody ever watches this video. I'm pretty sure I have 0 views on all of my videos on the highlights channel, which is where I'm posting this. So, don't know if anybody's ever gonna watch this, but if you do, let me know in the comments below, or join me live on my Twitch stream and tell me in the chat. Alright, I guess since it has calmed down, I will talk a little bit about not the game, since there's not much to talk about in the game at the moment. Like I said, I'm kind of feeling like this could be a one run, just because we're so strong. We already have 3 weapon evolutions, and we're set to get 3 more. Pretty good. I am planning on continuing to stream and make videos for a while. The goal that I initially set out for myself was 1 year. So like 1 year of just making videos and streaming, no matter what. It wasn't necessarily about making videos. Originally I was just gonna like stream for a year and then do whatever. But after 1 year, that's when I would kind of decide whether or not I want to keep doing it, based on like, you know, if I have any viewers or at all. Which, you know, at the moment I don't really have any viewers, but I've only been doing this for, I guess, a week, not even. We're going to be approaching a week soon, because I've only streamed 4 days. So, yeah, I guess, you know, those are just my plans. Like, basically, a year from when this is, if you notice, if you're watching and you notice that I have 0 subscribers, then I probably gave up. But I might, you know, I might stop before then. Just depends on how I feel, if I'm still enjoying it, if I feel like it's taking too much effort. Because if I am going to do it, I don't want to just do it halfway, right? Like, I don't want to just be like, alright, this is getting a lot, I'm just going to stream whenever I feel like it. Like, no, I'm either going to stream with the schedule, or I'm just not going to stream or make YouTube at all. And so that's kind of like where I'm at right now. I want to be trying to make YouTube videos every day with Vampire Survivors at the moment. I don't know how long I'll make this series, but, you know, at the moment this is what I'm doing. I want to stream 4 days a week, right? And if that doesn't seem to work out, by the way, we're in a tight spot here, so let's try and escape. But if that doesn't work out, then you know, we'll see. I might change things up, like, you know, not do less, but maybe just like change my schedule, change how much effort I put in, whatever. Or I might just give up. Who knows, right? Like, just everything's up in the air right now. Still really early on. Obviously, this is literally like, I think it would be the 6th. No, way more than the 6th video. Not way more than the 6th video. I think this will end up being the 7th video on my highlights channel. The 3rd in the Vampire Survivor series. Right? And, I don't remember what I was saying. Right, I've only streamed 4 times, so one of those things, early on, things might change. These are my current plans. I don't know what the future looks like for my channels, and I don't really think it's gonna be useful to think about that stuff right now, just because of how little I've got going on, right? I did just start work, as I mentioned in my previous videos, so like, that is something that could impact things, right? Like, I don't know, maybe, I'm gonna turn damage numbers off, by the way. I thought they could look cool, but it makes it really hard to see. I don't know what the flashing visual effects option changes. Oh, I guess maybe the enemies that you hit? Whatever, I'll leave it on, it's fine. But yeah, I did just start work, and that's been something. I haven't felt too tired after work yet, and I haven't been too busy, but that's because I'm kind of just like getting started, getting onboarded, all that stuff. So, don't really know how that's going to affect my mood for content creation. Like, I streamed, I want to say 2.5 hours yesterday, almost 3, I believe, which, you know, I think is a decent stream time. Like, you know, ideally I would be streaming closer to 4, I think. But, you know, 3 hours of a stream time, that's that's pretty good, I think, right? I mean, especially if I'm doing it every other day, that's like an hour and a half of content per day. Just in the stream, plus, you know, I've got these Vampire Survivor videos, which I'm trying to make 30 minutes. It's like 2 hours of content every day. Really, that's more than a person can be expected to watch, because they've got their own stuff going on. So I think my content output right now is at a satisfactory level, but could change in the future. And who knows? I mean, maybe I just won't stream and I'll focus only on like YouTube content. Maybe I will branch out from gaming content. I don't know. I think I've mentioned in one of my streams that I do have ideas for non-gaming related YouTube stuff, but you know, as is something that I've mentioned very often and is less well known, I suck at editing and I'm very lazy when it comes to editing, so this is just not something that I want to do. I think we're gonna get a bunch of armor and a bunch of money here. Oh, I can't skip this? Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll watch this. Get some armor and some money bags. There you go. Yeah. Another one of my catchphrases is, we'll see, right? We'll see how things turn out. But, man, 23.5 minutes into this run, and it's the first run of the day, in fact, so feels good to have a video that is in line with what I envisioned for this series, which is one run per video, and I succeed in the run, and I just keep unlocking stuff. I definitely think that the duplicator upgrade and not being purchased, like the extra projectile purchase, was a smart move. I was thinking about that yesterday after I failed the run, because I was like, man, I freaking sucked really bad. Like, why did that happen? And so, glad that I did that. I was able to get some other upgrades, which, you know, definitely helped out. I mean, I think the armor upgrade probably saved me a couple times, because I got pretty low on health a few times. So yeah, I guess I'll wait a while to get those kinds of upgrades. But man, there's so many characters in this game, and I guess technically to get all the like unlocks, quote unquote, all the achievements, you probably have to you probably have to beat each stage with each character. That's kind of what it seemed like on the character select screens, that I had like a checkbox, kind of like the Binding of Isaac characters, where you're like seeing which bosses you've beaten with each character. So I'm assuming that that's gonna be a thing that is important. But we've actually gotten more levels with whatever this character's name is, I already forgot, than with Imelda. Because Imelda, we didn't even upgrade all of our weapons and accessories, which is probably because we just weren't as strong. Like, we didn't have as many evolved weapons, so we weren't killing as many enemies. But it's surprising how much more that we have. Because obviously with Imelda, you get more experience. So it's cool. It's funny, at the beginning of this run I was talking about how much I like this character because the passive, the extra area passive, and I don't even remember their name. I remember Antonio, I remember Imelda, Pascalina I think is the person that starts with a rune tracer. You got like Mortaccio, who has the bone, he's the skeleton guy. I mean, you got all kinds of characters, there's so many characters in this game. It's crazy. And they don't just have like different passives and different weapons, like they actually have different stats. You know, like certain characters will have a higher base health, a higher movement speed, a higher damage, lower damage, right? Like like different characters actually have differences between them, which I think is also something that's kind of cool. Like, I think it would be fine just to have characters just have different starting items and different passives. I think that would be okay and acceptable. But the fact that they also have different stats, I think adds a whole new layer to it. Which I really appreciate from the developer. I mean, obviously, like, developer, I think it's only one developer. Maybe they've increased their team size. But, you know, the developers, I suppose, of this game really have done an amazing job, in my opinion. I mean, like I said, I'm really glad that they increased the price of the game on Steam to $5, which, like, isn't a massive increase from what it was before. I think before it was like $3, maybe $2. But they definitely deserve more money than they were getting for this game. Because, I mean, I think they even made a mobile version which is free. Like, really? You made a free mobile version for this game? That is, like, so sick? It's crazy. Yeah, the DLC being like $2 as well. I mean, come on. You gotta start charging more for these things, bro. Like, pull the Binding of Isaac model. Make each expansion like $20. Not really, but you get the idea. Although, I mean, I think there is something to be said about the fact that because the game is so cheap, more people are willing to buy it, right? I think that that's always an interesting conversation, and, you know, I mean, I'm sure they don't have like a crazy marketing or, you know, customer data analysis team over there, but I think that's something that's interesting in like business and economics and financing is like, how are we able to balance our customers' willingness to purchase our product for a certain price with, you know, like the price versus the willingness to purchase for a certain price. Does that make sense? Like, you could have 100 people that are willing to buy the product for $1, or one person willing to buy the product for $100, right? In both scenarios, I guess I should have said like margin instead of purchase price. But in both scenarios, you're theoretically making $100, right? So, like, you know, is either one more correct than the other? I don't know. I guess in theory, you know, the one that allows you to retain the biggest customer base is probably better. But I don't know if businesses would disagree with that. Alright, well, we are reaching the later stages of the game, which gets me slightly worried because these enemies are getting really strong now. A lot of my damage is kind of like AoE based, and so yeah, I'm just gonna run and hope that I don't die, because I am taking damage, and I would like to win this run and not lose. So if I could find some floor chicken, or like somehow level up and get some chicken that way, that would be huge. Or just don't take damage. My god, I'm a beast. I'm dodging every single enemy. My knives are putting in work, knocking these enemies away. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. We got 3 seconds left. Nice. Bonus gold coins, 500. No future, highest DPS. Yeah. See, the knives that did the least damage, aside from the Holy Wand, I guess, or the least DPS. And, I mean, the Lightning Loop, the Thunder Loop didn't do that much DPS either, which is a little bit surprising, but also not really, because, you know, a lot of it is just from the AoE damage that you get, and the evolution isn't crazy strong for the Lightning Ring, so not that surprising. But yeah, look at all these unlocks we got. We got a bunch of gold for evolving the different weapons. All right, I'm gonna wait for it to loop so I can see the other stuff I got. Yeah, evolve. Yeah, evolved. Okay, Here we go. Fire Wand to level 4. We unlocked a new character. 6 different weapon evolutions at once. We unlocked a box. And we unlocked a new character for getting a certain number of coins in a single run. So sweet. Our unlocks are at 34 out of 116. And we're coming up on 40 minutes. Well, we're already at 40 minutes, I suppose. Let's go ahead and spend this money on... Mortaccio. And then... cooldown, speed, might. And then magnet. And then recovery. Yeah. Okay, cool. So tomorrow's video, which for me will be uploaded 2 days from now, and I will record it tomorrow, will probably be a Mortaccio run where we will try to beat the Mad Forest again. Unless maybe I want to spice it up. Maybe I want to try the inlaid library if it feels too boring. But yeah, that'll do it for today's video. Thanks for watching. We got our second dub, and it was the first run of the day, so I'm happy about that. We did it with Porta. There's Porta. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope you'll join me for tomorrow's video as well, and I hope you have a good day, night, whatever the measurement of time they use where you live. See you later.